Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you've had a familiar name right on the tip of your tongue, but it just wouldn't come to you? Perhaps you found yourself searching for your glasses that were, in fact, perched on top of your head. If any of these sound familiar, you are absolutely not alone. For many of us, as we gracefully enter our 60s and beyond, these little memory hiccups can become a more frequent occurrence, sometimes leading to a touch of worry or frustration. It's a natural part of life, a gentle reminder that our brains, like the rest of our bodies, are constantly evolving. But what if I told you that these moments don't have to define your later years? What if there are powerful, yet simple and enjoyable ways to not just slow down this process, but actually boost your memory and keep your mind remarkably sharp, vibrant, and engaged? Because the truth is, while some changes are inevitable, a significant amount of your cognitive vitality is within your control. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, capable of forming new connections, and even generating new brain cells throughout our lives. This phenomenon, known as neuroplasticity, is a beacon of hope and a testament to the brain's enduring capacity for growth. Today, we're going to explore 6 proven, practical, and truly inspiring ways to do just that. These aren't complex medical interventions. They're accessible, everyday strategies that can profoundly impact your memory and overall cognitive function. They are about embracing a lifestyle that nourishes your brain, just as you would nourish your body. So, let's embark on this journey together to unlock your brain's incredible potential and rediscover the joy of truly active and vibrant memory. 1. Embrace lifelong learning, the brain's playground. Our first strategy is all about keeping your mind engaged with new and stimulating activities. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. When we learn new things, we're not just acquiring knowledge, we're forging new neural pathways, strengthening existing ones, and essentially giving our brain a fantastic workout. Let's consider Clara, a delightful woman who recently turned 65. For years, Clara had dedicated her life to her family and a demanding career in accounting. When she retired, she initially enjoyed the slower pace, but soon found herself feeling a bit stagnant. She noticed she was forgetting small details more often, and conversations sometimes felt like a chore as she struggled to recall specific words. One day, her granddaughter, a budding artist, invited Clara to an introductory pottery class at the local community center. Clara, who had never considered herself artistic, was hesitant. "Oh, my hands aren't steady enough for that," she mused. But her granddaughter insisted, and Clara, ever supportive, agreed to try one session. That first class was a revelation. Clara found herself mesmerized by the feel of the clay, the challenge of centering on a wheel, and the sheer joy of creating something with her own hands. She made mistakes, of course, but each mistake was a learning opportunity. She had to pay close attention to the instructor's demonstrations, remember specific techniques, and problem solve when things didn't quite go as planned. This wasn't just about making a pot. It was about engaging multiple parts of her brain simultaneously. Spatial reasoning, fine motor skills, memory recall, and even a touch of creative problem solving. Within a few months, Clara was a regular at the pottery studio. She started taking on more complex projects, even attempting to sculpt figures. What she noticed wasn't just an improvement in her pottery skills, but a remarkable difference in her everyday memory. She found herself recalling names and dates with greater ease. Her conversations flowed more smoothly, and those frustrating tip-of-the-tongue moments became less frequent. Her brain was no longer in retirement mode. It was actively building and reinforcing its neural networks. The beauty of lifelong learning is its incredible versatility. It doesn't have to be formal education. It could be learning a new language, even just a few phrases a day. It could be mastering a new musical instrument, picking up knitting or woodworking, diving into a new genre of books, or even learning how to play a new card game or strategy board game. The key is novelty and engagement. Challenge yourself. Step outside your comfort zone. The more diverse your learning experiences, the more comprehensively you're exercising your brain. So, what's something you've always wanted to learn? Now is the perfect time to start. Your brain will thank you. 2. Nourish your brain, fueling your cognitive engine. Our second strategy focuses on what you put into your body, because what you eat profoundly impacts your brain health. Just like a high-performance car needs premium fuel, your brain thrives on nutrient-rich foods. Think of it as providing the essential building blocks and protective agents your brain needs to function optimally and ward off cognitive decline. Consider Robert, a retired school principal in his late 70s. Robert had always been proud of his sharp mind, but lately he'd been struggling. He'd forget appointments, misplace important documents, and often felt a general fogginess that made it hard to concentrate. He attributed it to just getting older. His doctor, however, suggested a closer look at his diet. Robert admitted his meals often consisted of convenience foods, processed snacks, and not nearly enough fresh produce. His doctor gently explained the connection between nutrition and brain health, particularly highlighting the benefits of antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and B vitamins. Reluctantly at first, Robert decided to make some changes. He started incorporating more colorful fruits and vegetables into his daily meals. Berries for breakfast, a large salad with lunch, and plenty of steamed greens with dinner. He swapped out his sugary snacks for nuts and seeds, rich in omega-3s and vitamin E. He also began eating fatty fish like salmon twice a week and supplemented with a B-complex vitamin as his doctor recommended. He wasn't aiming for perfection, but consistent, small improvements. Within a few months, Robert was astonished by the difference. The brain fog began to lift. He found himself more alert, his concentration improved, and those frustrating memory lapses became less frequent. He started remembering details from conversations, easily recalling names, and even felt more energetic overall. His brain was finally getting the fuel it needed to operate at its best. So, what does a brain-healthy diet look like? Focus on foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as flax seeds and walnuts. These healthy fats are crucial for brain structure and function. Incorporate plenty of antioxidants from colorful fruits and vegetables, berries, leafy greens, broccoli, bell peppers. Antioxidants protect your brain cells from damage. Whole grains provide a steady supply of glucose, the brain's primary fuel source, without the blood sugar spikes and crashes of refined carbohydrates. And don't forget hydration. Even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function. Aim for plenty of water throughout the day. Limiting processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats can also make a significant difference. Every bite you take is an opportunity to nourish your incredible brain. 3. Stay socially connected. The power of community. Our third strategy is about the profound impact of social connection on your cognitive health. Humans are inherently social beings, and isolation can be detrimental not just to our emotional well-being, but also to our brain health. Engaging with others keeps our minds active, challenges our perspectives, and provides a sense of purpose and belonging that is vital for cognitive vitality. Let's meet Arthur, a charming gentleman of 72. Arthur lived a full life, but after his wife passed away and his children moved to different states, he found himself spending more and more time alone. He would watch television, read, and occasionally talk to a neighbor over the fence, but deep down, he felt a growing sense of loneliness. He noticed his memories slipping. He'd forget details of conversations he'd just had, and sometimes struggled to follow complex plots in books or on TV. He felt his world shrinking. One day, his daughter, concerned about his increasing isolation, suggested he join a local bridge club. Arthur had played bridge years ago, but felt rusty and hesitant to join a group of strangers. "I don't think I'd remember how to play anymore," he confessed. But his daughter gently pushed, reminding him of how much he used to enjoy it. He reluctantly agreed to visit one meeting. From the moment he stepped into the club, Arthur felt a warmth he hadn't experienced in years. The members were welcoming, patient with his rusty skills, and genuinely enthusiastic. Playing bridge required intense concentration. Memory recall, what cards had been played, what was his partner's strategy, and quick decision-making. Beyond the game itself, the lively banter, shared laughter, and genuine camaraderie filled a void he hadn't fully realized was there. Within a few weeks, Arthur was attending the bridge club twice a week, and he started joining other members for coffee afterward. He even volunteered to help organize their annual charity tournament. What he discovered was remarkable. Not only was he remembering bridge strategies with ease, but his general memory and ability to focus improved dramatically. The stimulation of social interaction, listening, responding, remembering names and stories, laughing, and even engaging in friendly debates, was giving his brain a comprehensive workout. His world expanded, and so did his cognitive capacity. Social connection is more than just pleasant. It's a powerful antidote to cognitive decline. It stimulates language, memory, and reasoning skills. It reduces stress, which is a known enemy of brain health. And it provides a sense of purpose and belonging, which can protect against oppression, another factor linked to memory issues. So, whether it's joining a book club, volunteering, taking a class, reconnecting with old friends, or even just making a point to have a regular chat with your neighbors, actively seek out meaningful social interactions. Your brain thrives on connection. And if you're finding value in these tips so far, please take a moment to hit that like button. It truly helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. And while you're at it, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss our future videos designed to help you live your best life. And before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What's one social activity that brings you joy and keeps your mind engaged? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For prioritize sleep, the brain's overnight cleaner. Our fourth strategy might seem obvious, but its importance is often underestimated. Prioritizing quality sleep. Sleep isn't just about resting your body. It's a critical time for your brain to consolidate memories, process information, and essentially clean house. During deep sleep, your brain clears out metabolic byproducts that accumulate during waking hours, including amyloid beta, a protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. Let's look at Eleanor, a vibrant woman in her late 60s who loved to stay busy. She was active in several community groups, volunteered at the local library, and enjoyed entertaining her grandchildren. However, her busy schedule often meant she sacrificed sleep. She would routinely stay up late, often until midnight or later, then wake up early, feeling groggy. She found herself increasingly forgetful during the day, misplacing items, forgetting names of people she knew well, and struggling to recall details of conversations. She assumed it was just a natural part of aging, but a friend suggested her sleep habits might be playing a role. Eleanor initially dismissed the idea, thinking, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." But her friend, a retired nurse, explained the scientific evidence linking poor sleep to memory issues. With some gentle persuasion, Eleanor decided to try making sleep a priority. She started by setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. She created a relaxing evening routine, winding down with a warm bath, reading a book, not on a screen, and dimming the lights. She also made sure her bedroom was dark, quiet, and cool. It wasn't an overnight fix, but within a few weeks, Eleanor noticed a remarkable difference. She woke up feeling more refreshed and alert. The brain fog that often plagued her mornings began to dissipate. Most importantly, her memory improved significantly. She found herself more easily recalling facts, names, and recent events. She was less prone to those frustrating senior moments. Her brain, finally getting the restorative sleep it needed, was able to perform its essential memory consolidation and housekeeping tasks effectively. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. It's not just about the quantity, but the quality. Create a conducive sleep environment, a dark, quiet, and cool room. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime. Limit screen time, phones, tablets, computers, TV, in the hour or two before bed, as the blue light emitted from these devices can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. If you struggle with persistent sleep issues, consult your doctor. Prioritizing sleep is one of the most powerful gifts you can give your brain. 5. Get moving. Exercise your brain and body. Our fifth strategy is about the incredible power of physical activity. We often think of exercise as being good for our hearts and muscles, but it is equally, if not more, beneficial for our brains. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients. It also promotes the growth of new brain cells and strengthens the connections between them, directly impacting memory and cognitive function. Let's consider Michael, a retired carpenter in his early 70s. Michael had always been active during his working life, But once he retired, he found himself spending more time sedentary, watching television and reading. He started noticing his memory was not what it used to be. He'd forget where he parked his car, misplace his tools around the house, and struggle with mental arithmetic. He felt a general decline in his mental agility. His doctor suggested he incorporate more regular movement into his day. Michael initially thought he was too old for real exercise, but his doctor explained that even moderate activity could make a significant difference. Michael started small, a 15-minute walk around his neighborhood each morning. He gradually increased the duration and intensity, eventually aiming for a brisk 30-minute walk most days of the week. He also joined a senior fitness class at his local community center, which incorporated light cardio, strength training, and balance exercises. The changes Michael experienced were profound. Not only did he feel more energetic and his mood improved, but his memory also sharpened remarkably. He found he could remember tasks and details more easily. His problem-solving skills felt more robust, and he was even quicker with numbers. The increased blood flow to his brain was feeding the oxygen and nutrients it craved, and the exercise was stimulating the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that acts like Miracle-Grow for brain cells, promoting their growth and survival. The good news is you don't need to train for a marathon to reap the cognitive benefits of exercise. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity per week, along with 2 days of strength training. This could be brisk walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, gardening, or even active chores around the house. The key is consistency and finding activities you enjoy, making it easier to stick with them. Mix it up. Try different activities to challenge your brain in new ways. Even short bursts of activity throughout the day can add up. Just getting up and moving every hour or so can make a difference. So, put on some music, go for a walk, or join a dance class. Your brain will thank you for every step. 6. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction, calming the cognitive clutter. Our final strategy focuses on the powerful connection between stress, mental clutter, and memory. Chronic stress can have a detrimental effect on your brain, particularly on the hippocampus, the area crucial for memory formation and recall. By practicing mindfulness and engaging in stress reduction techniques, you can calm your nervous system, improve focus, and create a clearer mental landscape for your memories to thrive. Let's imagine Susan, a lovely woman in her early 60s who had always been a worrier. She often felt overwhelmed by daily responsibilities, family concerns, and a relentless stream of news. She found herself increasingly distracted, struggling to concentrate, and frequently forgetting things. Where she left her keys, appointments she had just noted down, or even the main point of a conversation. Her mind felt constantly busy and cluttered, and she yearned for a sense of calm and clarity. A friend recommended she try a beginner's mindfulness meditation class. Susan was skeptical. How can just sitting still help my memory? She wondered. But feeling desperate for some relief from her constant mental chatter, she decided to give it a try. The class taught simple breathing exercises and guided meditations, focusing on bringing attention to the present moment without judgment. Initially, Susan found it challenging. Her mind would wander, thoughts would race, and she would feel impatient. But she persevered, practicing for just 10 to 15 minutes each day. Over time, she noticed a subtle but profound shift. She began to feel more present in her daily interactions. Those moments of distraction became less frequent. When her mind started to race, she had tools to gently bring her attention back to the present. What surprised her most was the impact on her memory. As her mind became less cluttered with anxieties and racing thoughts, she found it easier to focus on what she was doing. She started remembering details more clearly, names, dates, and instructions. The act of bringing her attention to the present moment during meditation also trained her brain to be more attentive in her daily life, which is a cornerstone of good memory. She realized that stress was like static on a radio, making it hard to hear the signal. By reducing the static, her brain could receive and process information more clearly. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind. It's about learning to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. It's about being present. Simple mindfulness practices include mindful breathing, where you simply focus on the sensation of your breath. You can try body scan meditations, where you bring your attention to different parts of your body. Spending time in nature, engaging in gentle yoga, or practicing deep breathing exercises can also be incredibly effective. Even taking a few mindful sips of your morning tea or coffee, truly savoring the experience, can be a mini mindfulness practice. By consciously reducing stress and cultivating a calmer mind, you create an optimal environment for your brain to function at its best, significantly boosting your memory and overall cognitive clarity. So there you have it. 6 powerful, accessible, and truly transformative ways to boost your memory and keep your mind remarkably sharp after 60. We've talked about embracing lifelong learning, nourishing your brain with the right foods, fostering vibrant social connections, prioritizing restorative sleep, getting your body moving, and calming your mind through mindfulness and stress reduction. Each of these strategies, when woven into the fabric of your daily life, can create a powerful synergy, supporting your brain's incredible capacity for growth and resilience. Remember Clara finding joy and focus in pottery, Robert fueling his brain with healthy food, Arthur rediscovering connection at the Bridge Club, Eleanor reclaiming clarity through better sleep, Michael re-engaging his mind through movement, and Susan finding peace and focus through mindfulness. These aren't just anecdotes. They are testaments to the amazing adaptability of the human brain and the profound impact of intentional, gentle self-care. It's not about being perfect or implementing all 6 strategies overnight. Start small. Choose one area that resonates with you today and take a single, gentle step forward. Perhaps it's committing to a 15-minute walk, or trying a new recipe rich in brain-healthy nutrients, or calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Every small effort contributes to a sharper, more vibrant you. I encourage you to reflect on what you've heard today. What's one insight that resonated most deeply with you? What's one practical step you feel ready and willing to take to nourish your amazing brain? Please share your thoughts and commitments in the comments below. Your experiences and insights are valuable, and they can inspire others in our wonderful community. If this video has brought you value, sparked an idea, or given you hope, please give a thumbs up. It truly helps us spread this message of empowerment and healthy aging to more people who can benefit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos designed to support your well-being. Share this video with a friend or family member who might also benefit from these gentle yet powerful strategies. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, your brain is an incredible gift capable of remarkable things at any age. Let's nurture it, challenge it, and celebrate its enduring capacity to keep you sharp, engaged, and living your most fulfilling life. You deserve to embrace every moment with clarity and joy.